everybody. Hi. Welcome in.
Yeah.
Hope you're all doing fantastic. Welcome into the Cackling Cauldron. This is our sixth one, possibly seventh. I was looking at the numbering earlier because of the two Halloween first ones that I did, that were just kind of like toes in the water, see what happens. But yeah, today's going to be interesting. We're going to chat about some sort of horror news and things that we've watched, etc. To start with, hold on, I got to turn Jenny up. There we go. Before I forget.
While I'm eating.
Yeah. I mean, I can turn you down if you need, but yeah.
No, it's fine.
It's always what
it's ASMR, right? If I'm chomping on food in the mic.
Especially if it's yogurt, like squish.
Gross.
Squish. So yeah, today what we're going to do is we're going to chat a bit about just some general horror news-ish stuff. Jenny's seen a couple movies. I have a trailer that I really want to talk about because it's just like it's eating away at my brain. Like part of why I couldn't sleep last night is a stupid trailer.
No, I just keep thinking about it.
It's my life now. That's it. It's my life. And then we're going to get into discussing a screener copy of a movie that we were given to review called Sleigh Bells, which is a Christmas horror movie. And we will leave the larger portion of that for when we get to it. So we're just talk about some regular stuff first, because I don't even want to get away from, just there's a lot to say, there's a lot to not say there, so.
There is so much to say. I'm sure you guys have seen our tweets that are just confused faces all day today. That's still how I'm thinking.
So confused!
So I don't know what to say about it, but...
So yeah, the trailer revealed for it. Now, prior to the trailer, he was sending out these boxes that have this like golden pair of scissors in it, and so gorgeous, and like telling people that you better watch out, like, beware and all this sort of stuff to these reviewers and everything like that. And so I've been anticipating this trailer coming out. Get Out was just a phenomenal movie. So terrifying because of the reality behind it. It's 100% believable, that movie. So this trailer comes out, and it starts, and it's about this family. And of course, Jordan Peele's big thing is he uses all black cast and everything like that. And they're off to a beach house with their family and their friends. And then all of a sudden there's like a home invasion. And it's, what does he call them? The Tethered?
I didn't see any specific names for it, but it just reminded me a lot.
I've seen people calling them the Tethered, and they have like these masks on it, and they're these people that invade their home are the family. Like, it's another like mirror version, shadow version of this family, and they are trying to kill each other, and it's terrifyingly creepy. The soundtrack, that track, I've got 5 on it, is just, for me, it was a huge part of my life. In my early 20s, in the drum and bass scene, it was like something I heard like every day, and they just made it terrifyingly creepy with all of the strings and everything else. And like, I basically spent like the last, what has it been, 1-2 days on Twitter with,
on Christmas, because I woke up and it was the first thing I saw.
So 2 days,
Merry Christmas to me. This is the best Christmas gift I could get.
So I spent the last 48 hours just like on people on Twitter, just tearing every second of this trailer apart. Looking at the imaging with the kids and their shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm seeing some people are starting to already theorize that maybe this is in the same universe as Get Out. I don't want to say why or anything, because if it is true, that would be kind of ruining the whole plot for people. And so I hope there's more to it than that. Because if that's like the big giveaway, then that's going to be a little less.
Yeah, well, that's the thing for me is like, I mean, I get like this whole encompassing universe thing, but I'm really just there for like these standalone horror movies that we don't have anymore. It's part of a trilogy or a series.
I'm totally fine. Yeah, if it's like
just a movie
here and there to bring everything together. I want it to be like, this is a sequel to Get Out. I hope that it's just, you can watch this on your own. And then maybe we'll have a few ties here and there.
Yeah.
But I did see there was a list on Bloody Disgusting, the 10 films Jordan Peele had Lupita Nyong'o watch before filming Us. And so if this list is any consolation, I think this is going to be such a kick-ass movie. So Dead Again, The Shining, The Babadook, It Follows, A Tale of Two Sisters, The Birds, Funny Games, Martyrs, Let the Right One In, and The Sixth Sense. Every single movie on there, especially Funny Games, has me very interested.
Would we be able to get you to post that list or that, like, from the Cauldron account? You post the Bloody Disgusting article? That would be great.
Right now, if you guys want to take a look at that later on, that is going to be up on twitter.com/Cackling Cauldron. No O.
I'm putting it in and I'm getting it right the first time.
And that is up there right now.
Awesome.
Bloody Disgusting. Awesome. They do a great job of putting together all these articles. I love it. They're one of the best resources for horror.
Absolutely. Their app, like, basically, it's just like I open my eyes and I'm like, I can't see, but I need to know what's on here. And they actually have, in that, they have an entire section dedicated to horror video games as well. So, for all the gamers in here that play horror games, it's a great resource to have. They get a lot of the news that I get first.
Great. So that's posted if anybody wants to take a look at that.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I don't really have any news for this week, but I have spent a lot of time lately watching a ton of horror movies. I've been seeing a lot of like best lists of 2018, and I don't know if I have one myself yet, but all of the things that other people are suggesting have got me really excited. So I'm trying to catch up on some of these ones that have ended up in like the top, 5 to 10 of this year. So I recently watched the first one was The Ritual, which I really liked. Had a lot of kind of old gods and creepy kind of stuff like that, instead of it just being a straight up, like, some people are lost in the woods movie. And some really neat creature designs. It was a little lacking in plot, but I thought that the acting was really good, and I did really like the actual design of it. And the other one I watched the other night was Annihilation. And that one, I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me, what did you think of Annihilation if you've seen it? Because I don't know how I feel. I think it was pretty, but there wasn't a lot of plot or character development. I didn't really like anybody enough to really get invested in what was going on, but for, like, the visuals and the sound design, I thought it was very worthy of a lot of the praise that it's been getting.
Yeah. I found that interesting. I still haven't seen it yet, but I believe it's Brad Miska from Bloody Disgusting. I believe it's his, like, top movie of the year, and he's like so psyched. He's like, I got to write about it again and again and again. And so to hear you say that you were the craziest about it,
I just don't know if I would classify it as horror. There were a couple
more
of
like thriller.
More just like it's psychological, a bit of a thriller.
Yeah.
There were a couple parts that were very scary. Like, it's just the sheer terror of stuff, the unknown, that kind of gets to me.
Okay.
But the, like, individual things didn't really scare me that much. It was just like it adds up to an idea or something that is scary. The one-on-one, not so much. And then the only other movie that I've watched recently that I was like, this is fantastic, I highly suggest it if you get a chance. It's on Shudder. I know we're always talking Shudder, but, like, use your
Shudder.
Free month or your free week or whatever it is. It's a month in the States and a week in Canada. But we love Shudder. It is called Satan's Slaves.
Yes, I haven't seen that one yet, but it's on the top of my list to watch.
But it is like a, I guess, loose remake of an older movie. I believe it's Indonesian. If I'm wrong, I'm super sorry. But it's about this family who their mother passes away, and they're trying to deal with that grief. And on top of that, there's a bunch of really weird stuff that you're like, is this a haunting? Is this actually happening? Is this demons? Is this the devil? You don't know. Even at the end, you're kind of like, what just happened? But it's totally fantastic. Had so many scary moments, like, legitimately creepy moments. So
that makes me excited because I've been waiting to watch it because I really want to have like the focus. Mm-hmm. And that's with all the craziness I've had going on this year. Like, I've put a lot of movies on the back burner because I'm like, I need to be able to just focus and really like get it immersed in it and like take it all in versus, just having 10 million things going on around in my brain and my house and everything else. So it's one of the ones I've definitely back-burnered.
Definitely worth waiting until you have the right mindset to sit down, because you're going to be reading subtitles, but there's a lot of really subtle stuff. Things that happen in the background, the little tiny things that all add up to such a really good movie. So yeah, definitely if you're looking to really just sit down and watch a movie, not like, I want to watch a movie in the background while I'm on my phone or like doing something else. Like, just watch a movie. Satan Slaves was so good. Probably up there in my top 5 for this year.
That's great. That excites me. That excites me a lot. That really excites. So, are we ready to...
Will we ever be ready?
I was not prepared for what I saw last night.
I was watching it last night. I told my husband before we started, I was like, do you want to watch a movie with me? It might not be good, but do you want to watch it? And he was like, yes. Then he ended up getting a headache and he went to bed early.
And, lucky him.
When he woke up this morning, he was like, oh, I'm sorry, how was the movie? I was like, oh my god, dodged a bullet. You're good.
It's fine. You're good. No, I sent off a couple of texts and I was like, so this movie that we've been given is bad.
Yes. Now, okay, I guess this is a good way to start off here. I say this with the most love and respect that I possibly can. This was a bad movie. But I love bad movies. I know a lot of you guys love bad movies. So if you are looking for something that you can just, like, kick back, maybe have a couple of drinks, or do whatever it is that you like to do in your spare time while watching a movie that's going to be a ton of fun, this is one for you. So we're talking today about sleigh bells.
Great concept.
This year. Yeah.
Great concept. But
excellent concept. Really fun. But it's a B movie.
It's a D movie because it's made strictly with a guy's D in mind. Serious to God.
It's a double D movie, if you know what I'm saying.
It's not even a B movie.
But that's not bad. That's not necessarily
no. It just, I wasn't prepared, and it caught me so off guard.
Yeah, for me, I heard about this while I was listening to Shockwave's podcast, and one of the guys on that podcast did some of the production stuff for Sleigh Bells. So every time he talked about it, he was like, hey, look, I'm being biased, but I really like Sleigh Bells. Or, like, I think Sleigh Bells would be a great double feature with, like, All the Creatures Are Stirring and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, so this is, like, probably going to be pretty good, though, because, like, I think that his taste in movies is really great. And if he took the time to put his money and his time and his work and effort into this, it's got something that is worth it. And to me, I think that something was the passion that they had. Because the entire time I was watching this, I was like, this is so much fun. But what would be even more fun than watching this would be being in this movie. Like, I want to be that girl in the tutu. I want to be, running around and screaming and having a good time. So the basic premise of this movie is that two girls who are cosplayers, they have a YouTube channel. So they are played by Hannah Wagner and a girl whose name on here is Suzanne Slaughter. Real name, don't know. But they play Sadie and Dahlia, and they have a YouTube channel where they basically break into old, like, abandoned places and do urban exploration. Yeah, which
we've talked about doing this kind of thing lately.
Yeah.
Lightly.
Yeah, and it seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They have this one friend, and she's just kind of like the uptight, I gotta go to work, I don't know, can I go out and have fun, like your final girl type character. Her name is Lexi, and she's played by Christina Cleve. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And so they go off to do this video, And they're filming in a place that's like Santa Land, basically. It's an abandoned amusement park where it's all like, Santa Claus with his reindeer and these little houses made out of gingerbread and all this stuff. But the whole time they've got the camera keeps flipping to this like CCTV thing as if they're being stopped through there. And it cuts back and forth with a police procedural thing where there's like weird stuff happening and
murders and pedophiles.
The police are talking about all these kids who are going missing or dying. They're finding dead bodies of children. So they're kind of on guard. These girls end up...
to interrupt for a second, in the first scene, like in the bar, when he comes in and the guy's dressed as the Santa and the cop goes, "You're on probation. Your probation officer said no costumes." And I was like, that's the point when I thought this might be bad enough that it's good for me.
Absolutely.
But I didn't get enough of those.
Like Spirit Halloween.
Yep, I didn't really get enough of those moments going through. But yes, please continue on our plot line.
Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, so they go to this place. They end up getting attacked by some creature. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a werewolf. We don't know what it is. And it turns out that that's Krampus. We also run into Santa Claus.
Chris.
Played by Barry Bostwick. He is Santa Claus, but a biker.
Yes.
Hold on. He's got a jacket on that says like, it's like...
Do we have a picture of this I can pull up?
Or something like that. So he's like this badass biker Santa Claus who goes in, basically explains to them, like, this is the deal. Krampus is the bad guy. I am, like, retired Santa Claus, just living in my old, like, dilapidated amusement park, and I am basically here to be on watch for that guy that I trapped. So they have to work together with Santa, who has, like, really cheesy-looking magic.
Oh my god, it's so bad!
Capture Krampus, and because you can't kill Krampus, apparently. They are connected in some way. We won't tell you how.
No.
If you
can't kill him.
You can't kill him, you can only capture him. So they gotta capture Krampus, and it's hilarious. That's all I can really say. There's a really good twist at the end.
There is a decent twist at the end. It was, I liked it. It just wasn't enough to save this hot mess of a movie for me. And I had so much trouble holding my attention. I actually had to come back, like I was casting it to the TV, I had to come back and like rewind it because I was like, I just totally tuned the whole thing out for like half an hour.
I was literally casting it from my phone, so if I did anything on my phone, it would not be on my TV anymore.
I can do things on my phone and and cast from it too as well, but I was casting from the computer. So then I was like, okay, you have to focus. And every time I focused, I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Raven Taz, Santa's played by Barry Bostwick, who's like a prolific actor. He's been in so many things. Definitely recommend just checking out his IMDb because like I could sit here and list stuff off forever. But he was the perfect Santa Claus. Like,
he was good. I liked him.
Of, like sweet, but also
badass.
Like, yeah, I don't know. But yes, it turns out to basically be a Santa Claus versus Krampus situation. It's similar to the new Killing Floor stuff that's been out for Christmas.
So voiced by Gary Busey, which is okay. This is the interesting thing. Okay, how we were talking about this yesterday. The full circle of. Oh, yes, the actress that played Alexa, we both decided that we both really, really like, so I started looking her up. Yes, it's 7:30, Nikki, thank you. And she's been in quite a few things, but what was it that ended up being she voiced Jenny Myers in the Friday the 13th game. Which is very intriguing to me. And she's going to be in the new, oh my god. Hellboy, thank you. Yeah,
she was also in Rob Zombie's Halloween. Yep. Like, she's got a really good career. So the thing is, we want to start off talking about the stuff we like.
Yes.
But she's on the top of the list. Christina
Cleve. Yeah, we like her.
Yeah,
we like her a lot.
She's fantastic. I can see her being, like, I actually wrote down that I think she would be an excellent final girl. Like, she's got all of the makings of a Scream Queen. She was basically the one that, like, you know, got things together and ended up being the kick-ass lady out of the group.
Yes.
Because we know the rest of them really kind of weren't.
Well, like, I can't remember who was who, but the blue hair. Not
that is Sadie.
Sadie. Okay, so yeah, she kept trying to call her boyfriend, and when he finally shows up, and he's like, "Oh great, my girlfriend's crazy," and I'm like, and she's like, "Oh, I'm your girlfriend," and I was like, I am gonna fucking vomit
everywhere. That was not an exaggeration. Like she's
like,
I kept saying. I really loved her though. Like her character was so ditzy and fun, and she was
fun, but it was just like all these things. And like at one point in one of the fight scenes, I don't know which one of it was, but they literally go like this and like pull their top down in the fight scene to have it come down further.
And so I'm gonna put that on my likes list. There was nudity,
like right off the bat. There was boobs. They got changed outside of the van into their Christmas costumes, and it was just, I was like, oh well, here we go.
But again, like, hey, might not be for everybody, but I think that's a things of a great movie.
Gotta have it. Yeah, again, there's gotta be
scene at some point.
I'm a person. I'm very, even keel. I mean, I'm bisexual. I'm like, if there's naked women, there should be naked men.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I'm glad that in the last couple of years we've had that trend too.
Yeah,
that people are starting to realize that if we're gonna have sexual violence in movies, it's gotta go both ways. If we're gonna have just everybody be naked, both ways.
Both ways.
Because you can't really get rid of those tropes at this point. It is a big part of horror. We've just gotta have it evenly distributed between all genders. I think is kind of the big thing for me. But I thought that was quite fun. But I guess that's my big about this movie was that it was hilarious. It was fun. Whether you're laughing for good reasons
or slightly painful.
It was still so much love was put into this movie that you could tell they were having a good time making it.
They had a good time making it for sure. They definitely did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely, I forgot who it was in chat said that, but it definitely did have that feel like they were just out there making a movie with their friends. It was ridiculous. Like, I could have seen myself making a movie like that.
Yeah, I think that might have been Skeeter who watched it earlier today, so
with the one raised eyebrow, like, how far I'm gonna go, whoa.
Yeah. But, so it was pretty neat from, a technical aspect, though. I guess we can go into the bad now. From a technical point, it wasn't great. There was some stuff that was really well done camera-wise, and it was clear, and it was readable. But they were doing this thing where, because it is a YouTube channel, they were switching between normal camera, where it's actually being filmed like this, and it's third person watching them do stuff, to first person or third person. They were just chasing each other around with a handy cam, and oh yeah, good times. And then the weird CCTV footage. But what I thought was weird is that they were switching camera qualities between the good stuff where they were just filming the girls at the park.
Yeah.
And it was done third person with a good camera. And then there was the police procedural side of this entire story, which we kind of left out.
Yes.
But it keeps going to this stuff where the police officers are investigating it. All of that is not well acted, and it's a totally different quality of camera work. The one thing that really stood out for me was I think they forgot that they were doing that at one point. I will just read you what I wrote here last night.
Oh god, yes.
Some strange choices in camera work / post-production. Most of the murders were just flashes, angular shots with a weird filter, so they were doing that Saw thing where they're quick flashes of blood and gore and people getting murdered, to this one scene that was actually filmed with plot, following a family doing their post-Christmas or maybe Christmas Eve stuff. Yeah, it was Christmas Eve. They're getting ready to go to bed before Christmas Eve, and it shows them with the clear camera and everything, no weird filters, no weird cuts, through the murder of this one family. There's nothing different about them. Nothing stands out. Nothing special happened. So I really don't understand why they were there that way.
Yeah.
Other than maybe they were like, oh, you know what, maybe we should stop doing this. It doesn't look good. I don't know. Yeah.
And the one thing too is like when the grindy like fucking I don't know what the sound music thing was every time like they would change scenes or like a fight scene would start, it'd be like
there was a lot of dubstep.
That's what it is.
Dubstep is on my list. Here, what did I write?
I'm old. I don't want to listen to dubstep.
I just wrote fuck dubstep. Yeah.
It drove me crazy.
And that sometimes the camera was like really, really unfocused, and I don't know if it was a choice that they meant to do, but I actually felt like my eyes were closing, like I was getting sleepy because my eyes were tired from trying to focus on it.
Yeah, it was very active.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was something that they were intentionally going for or not.
Yeah.
It could just be budget constraints and stuff like that. And again, if it's just a fun time making movies with friends thing, no big deal. But I was wondering if that was something that was like intentional or if that was perhaps a mistake. Other than that, I don't think I had any like real problems because I was having such a good time. Most of my problems were like these things were so bad.
Yeah, I didn't quite get over the hump to the it's good. I feel like the feminist in me died a little bit watching that movie. Because you can do it in ways. You can do it in ways where you're just kind of like, oh, yeah, that's the trope. But I just felt like they didn't quite hit that mark.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that one. There were some points where it felt like, at first, a lot of the girls, so everybody except for Alexi, who was like our final girl character, the other two girls were just kind of like, every time something bad happened, panic. Run to somebody who can help them, or run away. Yeah, until it got to a point where there was this, like, little scene of, we're gonna work together, we're gonna come up with a plan, this is what we're all gonna do, we stick to this, we can beat Krampus, and then they go to execute that plan, and right away it was just, oh no, panic, I don't know how to shoot a gun, what's going on? Oh no, Krampus is on top of me, whatever will I do? And it was like, really? And it was like pretty grotesque too, like it was intentional that they were trying to make this look sexual in nature between the like
Krampus. Yeah.
And it was so
uncomfortable.
They kind of like made that make a little bit more sense towards the end, why Krampus is such a sexual being, but I was like, what is going on here? I thought this was going to be the moment where everybody like gets together and works together and it becomes this empowerment moment, and it was totally set up for that, and then like,
they did not. No, it didn't happen.
So that was disappointing. And I agree from a feminist point of view. I'm like, I don't know what is going on here, but from a like, I understand that there are a ton of tropes in horror. Again, we can't escape them. They're just going to keep happening. Yeah, there's a lot of movies that are made for that camp factor intentionally. Yeah. It's just that we were talking last night. I'm not sure if that was something that they meant to do.
Yes.
If it was just going to be like, this is really satirical, this is ironic, this is just fun.
It didn't feel ironic enough to me. That's my problem with it, I think.
Yeah, we didn't know that was what we were getting at, but sure, we'll take it.
I mean, I like the concept of the movie. I do. I'm not sure if I would classify these lovely ladies as cosplayers.
As a cosplayer, that was one of the first things I thought when I heard people talking about the movie. They were like,
it's about a bunch of cosplayers. They're going to be badass, like cosplayer chicks, but they are definitely costume play women. Costume play,
I mean, that's a big part of cosplay. Some people do that, but I think it's more costume play as in, like, from a fetish point of view. To me, this felt like, and this is not in any way a diss, but it felt like Suicide Girls made like a short film.
Yes! Oh my god, yes! That's a great way to put, if it had been marketed like that.
Yeah, I think they could have definitely pushed that a lot more.
See, if it had been marketed like that, maybe I wouldn't feel the way I do.
Yeah, because, like, that's the thing. It's the difference between, like, am I intentionally putting myself out here in this way and being okay with, like, you know, being cool with that and being cool with my body and it's part of the thing, or was that, like, this is just something we have to do because it's a horror movie.
Yes.
And horror movies have these things, so let's put them in there.
Yeah.
Really conflicted about all
that. So, like, I mean, if I were to recommend this this movie to anyone, or tell, sorry, not recommend. If I were to tell anyone about this movie, I would definitely be like, listen, it's kind of like if Suicide Girls were to make a horror movie, but it wasn't made by Suicide Girls. Like, I would have a different set of expectations going into it than what I went into it with the information that I had been given.
Totally agree on that.
So I'm trying to think, because, like I said, I'm having issues because, like, it was just so much that my brain is had trouble absorbing it all, except going, whoa, wow. Like, originally, my first tweet yesterday I was looking for, and I think I actually did one of them, was the Owen Wilson wow. Like, just wow.
Yeah, I don't know, but, like, I don't have a whole lot of things.
I see your Russell.
There's a rest. There's a rest. But yeah. Apparently he was being whiny, so we are here. Okay. I had a lot of good bad things. So bad it's good, or good bad. Little tiny things that said, "Oh, hey, no." Sorry, podcast listeners.
Trusted you.
He's like, it's my turn to be a star.
Yeah.
Bye, miss.
Yeah. Good, bad things that I loved. I will go down the list and find them. I have the word boobs in all capitals. Like I said in the like things I genuinely love.
I mean, I like boobs.
Looks like a super fun movie to be in. Really liked Alexi.
Love her. Absolutely love her.
Oh, at one point the words "fucked up ice orgy," that's a good band name, were said. That on its own. It's like, alright.
Yep.
5 stars.
Points. You definitely get points.
Okay, yes. Krampus was legit cool. I wrote down in the Vincent Gosky did the work on the Krampus creature. He looked so sick. Like,
I agree.
Actually scary. Like, sometimes I look at Krampus stuff and I'm like, that looks like something I'd cuddle. This Krampus, not so much. Like, he looked gross. He had spine. There were, like, weird hairballs. Don't ask.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's worth mentioning as part of the plot. But weird hairballs.
I'm still not 100% clear on the hairball thing, to be quite honest.
I don't know. Oh, that's totally not important. I wrote down, like, really picky stupid things on here, because that's just who I am. Want to know a little slice of my personality?
Yes.
Did they even show the van getting towed? She was on 911, and she's like, my van got towed, can you come pick me up?
I saw it get towed.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did, and I was like, are you kidding me? The van's getting towed? Really?
Okay. Well, like I said, I kept feeling like I was falling asleep because of that weird, not focused stuff, but that's
oh my god.
At one point, the words, I'm not fat, you're fat, were spoken. I don't even remember why.
I don't either.
Okay, so one of my absolute favorite things about this movie was Santa Claus's magical effects. I wrote down here, like horror meets the Disney Channel.
Yeah, basically.
It's like little magic things coming
like snowflakes. It kind of just
the magic,
like white, flat snowflakes, by the way, and then some glowy lights.
Yeah,
and sparkle.
But I liked the glowy lights.
The glowy lights were good, but like the flat snowflakey type things, I was like, wow. I think maybe they put all their budget into the Krampus costume.
Maybe. Yeah, that would make sense.
So any left over for the horror meets the Disney Channel meets Suicide Girls.
So one thing that was cool, Darren Lynn Bousman is one of the producers on this movie who did The Devil's Carnival. He is director of Saw 2, maybe 3. I think 2 and 3. And what's the other one? With Giles.
Coffee?
The important one that I'm about to talk about. Repo the Genetic Opera.
Oh, yeah, with Giles. I'm like, Buffy! See, I can make everything about Buffy, even without trying.
This is technically like Buffy.
By the way, Repo is one of my favorite movies.
Did the Repo the Genetic Opera movie,
so good.
The Devil's Carnival.
So good.
He did the production on this movie, so he put some money into it, and I thought it was really fun as they would show YouTube as they were like playing their YouTube live videos.
Yeah.
And one of the ads on the side was for like Cidrate. It was like Cidrate Cola.
I missed that. No. Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay.
You'd have to watch this movie again now.
Yes.
No. So I thought that was really neat. Nice little nod.
Maybe with a drink. I do have scotch.
Well, hey, we'll get to that in a bit.
We will.
I also wrote the words "selfies with Krampus."
I know, right? Right.
Literally wrote relatable.
Relatable, yeah, I would do
that. And the one guy just kept yelling the hairy balls. I think that's the whole reason that they had these like little hairy ball creatures.
The hair balls,
so they can make jokes about
hairy balls. Yeah, which I mean, I get. I can respect that.
Yeah, it's definitely a cheesy, fun movie. It had every little thing you could ask for in that regard. So you just have to know that that's what you're looking for.
Yep. Magical, sexy, friendly content. Maybe sex friendly.
I mean, I think it was. I don't know. I guess so. There's definitely a lot of like your
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, and there is a lot going on.
It's very messy.
Messy. Speaking of messy, I thought the gore was really good.
The gore was good. I will definitely agree with you there.
Yeah, at one point someone gets impaled and it's just fantastic. I have to admit, there is nothing I like more than a horror movie where it's just like a girl getting sprayed with blood. I don't care why. Just make it happen.
I agree. I need to do like a blood photo shoot in my lifetime.
Someone just hire me to be in your horror movie. I'll die.
Yeah.
Like, I can die within 2 seconds.
Just cover me in blood. It's fine.
Yeah. Every girl who's been in the horror movies, really, their fantasy, just backed up full of them.
Yep. All of these things. You're saying all the right things right now.
I think that's everything. I mean, there was just so many little silly moments that I couldn't write everything down, but that's everything that I've gotten written down.
Yeah, I think it basically covers it, but I really like the way that you've said about the, if Suicide Girls had made a horror movie, like that definitely encompasses what this movie is. In a better light that I feel the movie is being portrayed in its marketing, that I have seen.
Yeah. I've mostly seen it just like word of mouth talked about.
Yes.
Like interviews and reviews and stuff like that. But I think that there's a lot of ways that they could get that to the audience that they're looking for.
Yes.
Like your serious horror movie watcher. Because I can see it now. Like one of my favorite things to do is just go on Shudder and read the comments that people say on horror movies. Because it's hilarious to see people's opinions when they're like, I watch murders every night before I go to bed. This is nothing. It's like, who cares? There's a million.
I love it when they comment again so they can comment on someone else's review.
Yeah, there's just a lot of really bad reviews on there that make me think, like, why are some horror fans so pretentious about stuff? It's like, if you like the hardcore stuff, something like Sleigh Bells isn't going to be for you.
No. If you like the seriousness, if you like the realness, this movie's not for you. No, but just every once in a while, I mean, you're sitting there watching, like, realistic horror movies over and over again. You need a break!
And this is a great break.
That's what Jack Frost is for me.
Yeah, I think this movie is a great Christmas movie. I think it's a perfect Christmas movie, and that the best way to do that is to enjoy it with some friends. So if we have nothing else we want to say about it,
I think we've said as much as we can, and Jenny has so just graciously gone ahead and created a drinking game for Sleigh Bells.
Because this movie is a lot of fun, I thought we could make it more fun. Or, if you think this movie is really bad, then we're going to make it fun.
Although, you could a vague disclaimer is nobody's friend. You could die.
Yes. Okay. So this is the Sleigh Bells drinking game. In brackets, this might kill you. Make your drinks light. Mix them light. Be careful. If you're not a drinker, no shame. Like, probably for the best.
And you're gonna post this later, correct?
Absolutely. I made a thing I'm gonna put up on our Twitter so you guys can share that or keep it for when you want to watch this movie. But it's a great time. Get some friends together. Mix yourself some like rum and eggnog or whatever you decide to have.
You know, one of those cranberry ginger ale and you know.
That would be so good. Cranberry ginger ale is my jam.
So
okay.
Good. I gotta buy up some more before the holidays. I'll fill it out.
Are you guys ready? So, number 1, take a sip for every time someone says fuck. That includes fucking, fuck this, fuck that, fuck you, every form of fuck.
Take a drink.
Take a drink. Now, this is the reason why I said be careful playing this game, because I wrote that down at the beginning. And at the beginning, I was like, oh, it's really funny how they're trying to seem really edgy, so they're saying fuck every other word, but then it didn't stop. And I thought maybe they would like, okay, once we've cemented these characters and everyone knows they're like the edgy fun girls, they'll stop saying fuck every 2 seconds. But then they say fuck every like 2 seconds anyway for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Fuckity fuck fuck. Santa kept saying fuck. Everything was fuck.
Oh, when Santa said fuck it, I loved it.
Yeah. So be very, very careful. Drink really tiny sips.
This could also be maybe like the optional rule. Like this is the hardcore drinking game rule. Yeah. This is how to turn it up a notch.
Playing with like your really Irish friends, then do the 1 sip for every fuck. Take 2 sips for every time that Santa uses magic.
Trust me, you'll see it.
Silly, the magic of Disney type magic.
Yeah.
Take 1 sip for every time Santa says the word magic. Which seems like it would be a rare thing, but just you wait. You're gonna get super drunk playing this.
Fucking magic!
Fucking magic. 1 drink for every gratuitous or panty shot. I don't know how you're gonna keep that.
This movie is so bouncy, by the way.
I don't know if you want to do it for every boob or for every boob shot. I mean,
like,
do you want to double up? I don't know.
I don't know, for every time that you get one where they just jiggle around a lot, because there's a lot of that
just
too.
Literally doing this.
Yep.
And then you finish your drink at the planning montage scene. Now, that will get you the perfect amount of drunk for the end of the movie, which you're gonna want to be at least a little tipsy for, because you're gonna have so many laughs, but I think those laughs will come across a lot stronger when you're not overthinking things.
Yeah.
Real
because
guys.
The ending was good, but then it was also really bad.
It was strange. I think this is, so, I guess we can talk about that. We've been posting these, like, what?
Like, what? What
wow.
is happening?
All of those reactions are basically about the very end of the movie. It's just, there's like 1 twist that happens towards the end where I was like, hell yes, this is awesome.
Yes.
This is the best, weirdest movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then there's like the very, very last minute twist. It's just a twist on a twist where you're like, what?
What?
And I'm still not sure.
I know, I'm not.
But I think that was like, that made the movie for me. By the end of it, I was just like,
I don't care anymore.
That happened. That was a thing, and it was an experience.
Oh my god, it was definitely an experience, yeah. I think it would have been definitely a lot more fun to watch with friends.
With friends, yeah, absolutely.
With friends.
Don't watch it by yourself while you're trying to be quiet while your husband is
or while you're just sitting there alone in your room, like, okay, I gotta watch this movie. Pay attention.
Yeah, if you feel like you have to watch it, it's not going to be as good. Which is maybe because we were reviewing it.
Yeah,
we needed to give this movie to look at. We're like, okay, I want to do a good job of it.
Yeah.
That we probably overanalyzed.
Oh,
just
don't
analyze. Yeah, just
don't
have
analyze.
a drinking game. Watch it with your friends.
Enjoy it. Go for the ride.
something to add into like the Jack Frost, Santa's sleigh kind of.
Hop in the sleigh, night. Go for the ride. You know, make sure you have a designated driver. You'll be fine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna post that drinking game up on Twitter. If you haven't already, go follow us on Twitter. We'll be posting lots of good stuff up on there. I hope that I can do more, because I think it'll be really fun. And who knows, maybe one day we'll make a drinking game.
Do a community
night, and we will
allow the microphones and video cameras to be on.
That would be a lot of fun, I think. Yeah. And to have a rabbit movie night where we actually do one of these drinking games if people want to. And
if people want to, it's not you have to.
Yes.
Never ever have to. No. So
that's literally everything.
That's where we go. And Skeeter is saying something about Richard Mall.
Who is Richard Mall?
We didn't mention Richard Mall, and now
okay, here we go. Officer Green.
Oh,
he was like the older officer.
Yes.
He was funny. And he was in
Jingle All the Way. Oh my god, that's right. Wow.
He was in Scary Movie 2 and Jingle All the Way and the Flintstones. That bio right there is like, it explains why he's in this movie.
100%, yeah. But it's definitely.
And I feel like there were probably a lot of people who were like probably B-movie or horror stars as well.
Oh yeah.
Diane Salinger. That's who I wanted to
know. Oh yeah. No, Cherry. Was that her name?
Yeah.
Yes. In the bar.
Yes.
The barkeep. Cherry.
That's the one.
Yeah.
She was in a lot.
I know. As soon as I saw her, I was like, I know you from like 500 places.
I know her face, but didn't get a chance to look up everything that she was in. It looks like she's got quite the career as well.
Yes. No, she's been in a million things for sure.
Oh, she was in,
Yeah.
I know who she was. Apollonia in Carnival.
Oh, yes. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt and a shot of tequila. And, like, just have fun with it. And coming from it from a less serious standpoint where I definitely came from, I was like, okay, yes.
Do not take it seriously. No. Do not analyze. Yeah.
No, it was a bad movie, but it was also interesting. Lighthearted, let's say. Mm-hmm. Lighthearted,
it was
for
fun,
sure.
And it was passionate. And we could really tell that the people who made this movie loved it. I think it would be a lot of fun to be in a movie like this.
That's very true.
Real actual complaint, to be honest.
No. I mean, you just got to really understand what you're watching, and and don't expect anything from it but that. However, I mean, will I watch it again? Probably.
Yeah, I'll watch it again with friends.
I wasn't sure last night. After talking about it and thinking about it a little bit more and kind of working through it, working through the issues, I definitely can say that, especially if I had friends or it was like a community night watch along or something like that, I would watch it again.
And I know I'm very open to this kind of stuff. Like, I love movies like Wolf Cop and stuff. Like, give me low budget for any day. I want it to be cheesy. I want it to have, really bad puns. I want it to have sex jokes. I want the whole thing. And it reminded me a lot of Wolf Cop the whole time. So I think that's probably where I was coming from. I was like, this is about the same. Yeah,
the gore on top of it definitely helped me get through it. Mm-hmm. I will absolutely 100% say that. So that's where we stand on that.
That's sleigh bells, guys.
That's sleigh bells.
If you have watched it, or if you do watch it, or if you play our drinking game, make sure you check us out on Twitter, and you can also hashtag Cackling Cauldron, that is with an O, which is one that Skeeter has actually started to use. So if you want to talk about Cackling Cauldron and have like a little bit of a dialogue with each other, you can use that hashtag.
Yes, please.
Well. I want to know if you've watched it at all. So let us know.
If you entered Santa Land with the rest of us. So we do have Jenny and I still do have to work on our schedule for the new year a bit. We do have to get back on the horse, and we have to do Mandy We have to do our
Mandy and our Sabrina night
yeah.
are the two that we've got to get caught up on.
And then we will hopefully have a content calendar and get rolling right through in the new year. I'm very excited, and I just want to say...
really excited. And we've also had a couple people asking, when are we going to have an audio-only version? Which the answer for that is, soon. Like I said on my own stream, soon. We are perfectionists, but we're trying not to be too much a perfectionist where it's going to keep us from doing things. So we're working with an audio engineer and doing all the research we can to figure out where we want to host this first.
Yeah.
And once we do figure that out, we might do YouTube videos for people who don't get a chance to watch here.
Yeah.
And the audio versions for people who want to listen on the go because I know people work or they can't make it here at night. So we're going to put those together for you.
That stuff will start to get rolling out fairly soon, hopefully. So again, I want to say thank you to everyone for coming, and for Travman and Bike for bringing in your communities to come hang out and listen as well. Yeah, that is awesome. And thank you, Jenny. And I guess, we will keep you guys updated. But the best place is obviously to follow the Twitter account right now. That's our main method of getting our information out there. We will be, again, implementing other things in the future, probably a Discord.
We'll let you know. And if there's anything that you guys think that would be a good fit, like stuff that you'd like to see, if you like these reviews and you want to see us review other stuff, if there's a favorite movie that you had, like how we did Mandy, and we're going to talk about Mandy. If there's a movie you want to do for a movie night and discussion, like that, contact us. Definitely send us a tweet. Let us know what you like about what we're doing and what you would like to see more of so that we can continue to provide the best content for you guys.
Absolutely. All right, everyone, thank you so much for coming. I had a great night. And I guess we will see you all next time.
Good night.